What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to Strangers Minds. I'm Fernando, and today we're going to check out scary flashbacks, moments after cops witness paranormal activity. It's been a while that I recorded any cops witnessing ghost stuff. I actually have a playlist just specifically for this. It's been a while since I recorded one for it, but hey, we always come back and we always try to see what's new out there in the police force witnessing paranormal activity. So, with that being said, let's go.
Police officers often have to face dangerous criminals daily. But what happens when the dangers are far scarier than any criminal?
That I woke up and I had felt like something was around like someone's hands were around my neck.
This happened in the guest house they're staying in next to Josh's parents' home, which...
Holy crap. Holy crap. I can't believe I just got that on film.
Here are 10 moments cops witnessed paranormal activities. In March 2019, a family in Michigan became convinced that their house was haunted and feared for the safety of their little girl. They reported their concerns to the police. However, there was no evidence to substantiate their claims until CCTV footage from their home emerged.
It was chilling. It was literally a chill down your spine.
Happened here in this room as 15-month-old Lily was inside her bed. Caught on camera, something walks in front of her crib, catching Lily's attention. Whatever it is, the family says it needs to go.
It's almost like she sees something that we don't.
It's an image Heather and Josh say is haunting their home.
It was chilling. It was literally a chill down your spine, like that what if factor. Like, is this what I just saw?
Caught on the couple's nanny cam video a few weeks ago, what appears to be something moving in front of the baby crib.
I freaked out. I stopped what I was doing and I ran upstairs and I grabbed my daughter.
The couple who believed their home was haunted by a ghost reported mysterious scratch marks on their daughter. The mother even claimed that on occasion, she could feel the sensation of unseen hands around her neck. Following an investigation, it was discovered that the former occupant of the house had committed suicide within its walls. Could it be the spirit of this individual haunting the family? A security guard.
Well, I mean, the story is amazing. As far as the paranormal call on tape is concerned, you know what? It was on the news. It seems legitimate. So we're just going to go with the fact that it made Detroit's news station cover. I know people say don't believe everything you see on the news. I am one of them. But that camera, that Logitech, I mean, they didn't learn. You don't get Logitech stuff anymore. I'm sorry, I'm playing. But the grittiness of the night vision, it's pretty bad. So, even with the baby rising up from the crib, she is very distorted. So I am saying that there's a good possibility that this is not what everybody thinks it is on the news. It could be that somebody was just passing by. I actually reacted to a video earlier with similar qualities of camera, of this camera nanny cam, and yeah. If you're walking by and the frame per second is bad, night vision makes it worse. And when you're walking by, it's not really going to, you know, do justice if you're trying to get paranormal on tape, because it could pretty much just be a distorted figure, yourself or something, uh anything. But it did make the news. It seems like their story is an ongoing and not just this one incident. So yeah, I hope they're getting the help that they need, because that, even let's just say, since it did make the news, I'm sure that is going to be a hotspot for paranormal investigators to want to investigate, and hopefully the good ones are there to help and not just make a video and go viral. So with that being said, let's continue on.
Guard patrolling an office building at night decided to document his shift, especially since his colleagues reported some strange occurrences in the building, including unsettling noises and unusual sights in the hallways. But what he didn't know was that he was about to encounter one of these strange occurrences.
Y no demostrar miedo, porque si demostramos no tengan miedo, no tengan miedo, no tengan miedo. ¿Qué quieres hacer?
At first, he thought he heard noises from the elevator, but when he checked, he found nothing. However, if we look closely at the footage, a strange black shadow appeared to wave at the guard. What exactly did this security guard encounter? Was it something paranormal, or was someone simply playing an elaborate prank on him?
I wouldn't say
In
elaborate.
2014,
I'm like, I wouldn't say elaborate. It could have been done much better. But yeah, that's what it is. First of all, notice that the guy was in the bathroom, kind of panned the camera down. They didn't want to show his face or nothing. There's no proof at all that this is a police officer or authority, even a security guard at all. It could have been just somebody wanting to get a viral video. I mean, as soon as he, before he started running, he actually said, I'm gonna, on the lines, I have no fear. I'm gonna see what it is. Or, as soon as he did that, whatever, they say is a hand, but I don't know if you could, justify it as a hand either. It could have been just the flapping, whatever. Anyway, it left, right? All these doors are closed. He's pushing on them, but they have knobs. So even if he was to push, the door is not gonna open. You have to turn the knob. Now the only two doors that didn't have knobs, as you can see, he could just push right open, are the ones with the door. There was one on the right, one on the left, and he ended up going to, whatever, the women's bathroom or whatever. Well, men's bathroom, because it had urinals. But yeah. Sorry guys, I'm not buying this one.
a police officer pulled over a driver for not signaling while changing lanes. While the officer was asking for the driver's license, something unusual happened. As the driver was about to give his documents to the officer, a strange light appeared and melted the officer away. The shocking event scared the driver, and he quickly called 911. When the police found him, they questioned him, but later released him since the dash cam footage proved his story. It's a bizarre incident that seems unbelievable. What do you think happened? On July 12th.
So that video right there was debunked. It was faked. It was just a hoax or a ruse just to make a video. And I've seen that video in plenty of different places, not just the paranormal. I've seen that video in UFOs, aliens field. I've seen that video in, people with powers. Apparently, the person in the car went like this, and it just, melted the police officer, so he doesn't, give him a ticket. And yeah, it's just a ruse. Let's go.
2009, a man felt an unsettling presence at home and decided to document it with his camera. His instincts proved accurate when he captured something chilling that validated his story.
Holy crap. Holy crap. I can't believe I just got that on film. Oh my, holy crap. That was just moving a little bit there for me touching it, but I don't believe that just happened.
The man set up his camera to film from different angles, watching the door for anyone nearby. This encounter with the poltergeist wasn't new. It had frightened him before. He wanted to keep recording, but he felt unsure about what the spirit might do. In the end, he chose to stop filming and look for help to remove the ghost from his home. In May 2016.
All right, so as you can see, that wasn't really a paranormal police witnessing, but nonetheless. So here's the thing, right? I believe it would have been interesting to catch that door opening, then closing, and if anything, if you could catch both, that would be absolutely amazing within the same frame, seeing it open and close. That is the picture shot. But in this video, it was already open. So, notice that when he was moving the door back and forth, you didn't hear not even a squeak or a creak coming out of that door, which makes me believe that that is very well oiled. So with a little bit of weight, with a little bit of slantness, or even with a little bit of wind gust, could possibly move this door on its own. If you notice, the guy even said it right there. It moved because he only touched it like a little bit and then it moved. So that to me sounds like if anybody with an open window is just it's going to create a draft and is going to close. Now, if it would have opened and closed, or closed and open, that right there would have been a lot more entertaining.
A security guard at a Honduran hospital captured unusual footage during his routine patrol. The intriguing sight sparked curiosity and discussions among staff and patients, blending mystery with everyday life at the hospital. A mysterious human-shaped figure walked down the hallway, scaring the guard, who quickly backed away and closed the door. It was a natural reaction, and anyone would have done the same. The footage surfaced on social media, sparking reactions that led to an investigation. It was revealed that the strange figure in the video was a doctor who allegedly took his own life in the hospital, and now he reportedly haunts the corridors and flickers lights in patients' rooms. On the night of November 20.
All right, you know what? I've seen this video multiple times, and it feels like every time I see it, I give a different opinion. but it's all within the same um, thought process. First off, the original video, it wasn't a police officer, it wasn't a security, it was a nurse, and with the changes within the story, it takes away the credence of this particular video because yes, I've seen that it was nurses recording it, and now is police officers. Used to be security guards, janitors. I've heard them all for this specific video. Now, the video is interesting because even, anybody could argue that, due to the blurriness and the grittiness of the camera, it was very, very poor quality. You can't even distinguish, the room that well. It was very bad quality. And, it could have been somebody moving around. Now, this piece lasted like a millisecond longer than what I usually see. And it made it a little bit more interesting because you only see the figure coming out to the side of the bed. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. All the videos that I've seen, you only see this part when that figure is right over here. And then it ends. But this one, you see the figure actually stepping out in the hallway. Now, why I say it's interesting is because that's the only time that I've noticed that is actually transparent.
And flickers lights in
Right there. I think I paused it a little too late.
hospital. And now he reportedly haunts the corridors and flickers lights.
It is transparent, which gives a little bit more credence to this video, making it more believable. But man, it still could be done. All of this could have been orchestrated, just a ruse. And then with the change of the stories, this person recorded that. It takes away from the specialness. Please keep on going.
A woman called 911 to report a burglary. However, when the police arrived at the scene, the situation took an unexpected turn.
the or- the This is not the first time I see this video. I've seen it before, and it usually has audio. You hear the woman speaking, the police officer asking her questions, and apparently she's home alone. The husband and the kids went on a trip or something along this lines, and there are things happening, which is why she called the police, and now they are investigating. I don't know why the audio of the body cam is not on. It's actually more interesting to hear what they're saying and what they're doing. I wonder what's going to happen when the moment occurs because you hear it. You don't see it, you hear it. So they're clearing the house, making sure there's nobody there.
The woman had mentioned she and her husband lived there, yet it felt abandoned, as if they hadn't been around for a long time. What was even more disturbing was the eerie silence, which created an unsettling atmosphere.
And just so you guys know, I did get red flags hearing the story of the woman. It seemed a little acted out. But I question, could this even possibly be done? If it's not a movie set or a television set or a show being recorded, could anybody just get,
The air thickened with suspicion, making everyone feel the weight of the mystery unfolding around them.
But yeah, could anybody just get, permission to record a whole scenario outside of a neighborhood that includes cops, sirens, you know, everything. Yeah, this is completely a different video. I'm sorry. This is completely different to with if you was to watch it with audio. With no audio, it takes away from everything. The moment that I'm talking about is about to happen. That's weird. I wonder why they didn't add the audio to it. So the cops comes in here because, or the apparently, you know, the so-called cop went in here because that door opened. At this point, he's like, anybody in here? He goes down the stairs. You're gonna see him juke or whatever, like get scared. He's gonna point back right about now. Yeah. The reason for that is because of the footsteps that we did not hear because it has no audio, this video. And then here is the questionable act of the so-called cop.
Even though the house was empty,
You heard footsteps running up behind you, and you didn't further pursue to investigate what that was. He kind of just, left at this point.
door suddenly opened, and footsteps were heard running up the stairs. This spooked the officers, making them decide to leave as they...
Incorrect. I'm sorry. The footsteps didn't run up the stairs. When the police officer was leaving, because he cleared the second floor, he heard the footsteps running towards him while he was going down the stairs.
didn't know what they were up against. Was it something paranormal like a ghost, or could there be a logical explanation? On December 30th,
That everything there was just a scene. That is my theory. But again, it's an awesome video with the audio.
2022, police officers were dispatched to the village of Grubsko in Greater Poland to check on a woman thought to be possessed. She had been drinking and playing spirit summoning games, including with an Ouija board. When officers arrived, they went directly to her without knowing the strange situation they would find.
Chodź, misiu. Nie bardzo świnia, kurwa. Chodź. Chodź tu, kurwo. Chodź tu. Chodź tu, Kamilka. Kamilka, tu coś cię widzę. No nie czołgaj się. Kamilka. Kamilka! Kamilciu! Chodź na dół, twoje dziecko cię woła. Chodź, Kamilcia, dziecko cię woła. Kamilka!
FYI, scary flashbacks. You should have put a warning for the light spectacle. The original video did not have that blinkingness. It was actually bothering my eyes, so I could only imagine people watching this and possibly, it's a dangerous, epilepsy episode. It's very dangerous. You got to put a warning, my guy. And also, I've already reacted to this. I've already seen this video. It was kind of funny because, they were like, oh, she's drunk. And I'm like, I don't know what kind of liquor do that, But, it seems like they don't show when they actually got her out and all this, but I'll let this play out and we'll go straight into the next.
Victoria, Chihuahua. Victoria, Chihuahua. Vicky, Chihuahua.
The woman, later identified as Camela, was acting oddly around the police, as if she were under the influence of something. It was surprising because she had no previous history of mental issues. It seemed like something inside her was reacting poorly to the officer's presence.
Jezu, jak to ona tak warczy? Ja pierdzielę.
Zarczyzny, kurwa, tak?
No, totalnie.
Pierdolę, ja dostaję tylko 5000 zł, kurwa, pan. Idź tam do...
Uważaj.
Nie, szkoda.
A wy ją widzicie w ogóle?
No nie.
The fear was evident on the officers' faces as they attempted to reach her. After a lengthy struggle, the police successfully transported her to the hospital, where she received medical attention. The following day, she was discharged, but unfortunately she had no recollection of the incident from the day before. Nonetheless, this is a day those officers will never forget. On August 11th, 2024, around 2 a.m., 2 security guards at the Jardins de Montesacro Cemetery in Colombia were on their usual patrol when they saw a figure coming out of a tomb. At first, they thought it was just an illusion, but what they found surprised them.
Porque así como te ayudamos, si tú no nos dices qué necesitas. ¿Qué necesitas? O te llamamos una patrulla. Te llamamos a la policía. ¿Sí? Esos alambres tienen corriente. Te llamamos a la policía para que venga a recogerte. ¿Ah? Porque aquí tú no te puedes meter para acá. Aquí están los perros. Es un peligro. No puedes estar tirando piedra porque rompes un vidrio de un carro. Entonces es un problema. ¿Qué necesitas? Si no nos dice qué necesitan, qué te ayudamos, qué te colaboramos, a quién llamamos.
The guards were startled when a female figure looking like a ghost appeared in front of them. They were surprised and worried as she silently stared at them. Eventually, she disappeared, which relieved the guards. However, they didn't understand that the real terror of the night was still to come.
Porque así como te ayudamos, si tú no nos dices qué necesitas. ¿Qué necesitas?
The figure was sighted again, this time near an electrified fence that it touched without harm, pleading for help. The footage quickly went viral, leading to various theories. Some believed it was a spirit, while others suggested mental disturbance or substance influence could explain the unusual behavior and lack of reaction. We'd like to hear your thoughts in the comments as we move on to the next encounter.
So first of all, it's the same position. She didn't go nowhere. She didn't leave and come back. It's the same. Not that she left and then they found her again. No, it's just the same frame. Same. Like if you was to find this clip without any edits or anybody commenting on it, it would be all in the same clip. I would have liked to see the ending and see what else would have been, because this could possibly, or I'm sorry, let me take that back. This is not paranormal. It's just a distressed woman being somewhere she's not supposed to be, and the security guards of that location is telling her, "Are you okay? Do you need help? Do you need us to call the police? If you don't talk, we cannot help you. We're gonna call the police." That's basically the gist of that conversation, and the video ended. So this possible, I'm not gonna say it's paranormal because it's not. It's just a distressed woman.
In Vantia, Peru, El Milagro Market is a bustling spot with fresh food and people chatting. One day, something unusual occurred.
Una abuelita llamada Cindy Reed de Cleveland, Ohio, una tarde estaba cuidando a su nieta Nova en la casa de la familia, cuando las cosas de la nada tomaron un giro escalofriante.
You're so funny. I can't wait until summer gets here so we can go outside and play.
I miss Mimi.
I miss you too. I miss you too. What?
Coming.
What? Who's coming?
Here coming.
Who?
Him.
You see somebody back there?
Him.
Who?
Here.
Him?
Yeah.
Where's he at? Is he in our house?
Yeah.
Where? Show me. Where is he at? He's right in front of you?
Yep.
Who is it?
Security footage captured a guard who is usually very attentive, inexplicably drawn to a specific aisle, speaking to someone even though the recording clearly showed he was completely alone. His colleagues asked him who he had been talking to, and he said he saw a little girl looking for her mother. He claimed he was comforting her and telling her to wait, promising she'd see her mom soon. Later, when he saw the footage, he felt uneasy. He had searched the market for the girl he thought he saw, but found no sign of her. What did he really see that night? Could it have been a ghost? This footage.
Jesus Christ, what the hell was that, dude? Scary flashbacks. There, you did a boo-boo, my friend. You did a boo-boo. First of all, that wasn't from Peru. Like, the grandmother and the daughter was not from Peru. They were like here in the States, somewhere in I want to say Ohio or Oregon or something like this. I don't recall. I've seen that video before. There was no security guard whatsoever looking for a child. What in the world, dude? That thing was crazy. They weren't like in a mall. They were in their house. And yes, the girl was seeing something, to the point that the grandmother got scared and they ended up going upstairs until the parents got home because she was babysitting. So yeah, the little girl was saying something. And you know what? I feel like just the commentary got mixed up with another video of a security guard that was caught on camera talking to to air. And that video, yes, if I'm not mistaken, it was from Peru. It's like a security guard in the middle. The the room was almost lit a little like light bluish in a way. I could still like picture it right now, like so fresh. And yeah, it looked like he was talking to like a little person because he was bending, bending over, trying to, comfort the girl. And then later on, his coworkers was like who we were talking to, and then whatever. But wow. Anyway, let's go.
Uploaded by the channel Stingy J on June 19th, 2008, aims to gather public opinions about strange sightings in Emerson County, known for shadowy figures since 1957. In August 1997, a local game hunter found an old video camera nearby and handed it to the police, revealing mysterious content that left viewers questioning its authenticity.
Did two different things just happen? It is bad quality. I'm sorry. Whatever you call my friend is not going to be good enough. Bad quality.
Do you see that? Over there, look, over there. Do you see that?
What the hell?
Wait. Because that was it again, right there. Right there. Wait.
I don't like this.
You see that? Right there. Look.
Oh my god. That's not an animal. I don't like it.
Okay, fuck. Go. Fuck.
Two explorers in the woods came across a creature that locals called shadowy. When they went to investigate, the creature attacked and the footage stopped. No one knows what happened to the explorers, and their fate remains a mystery. A hunter found the camera and reported it to the police, but the events in the forest are still unexplained. If you enjoyed this, make sure to subscribe, like, and leave a comment.
All right, you guys. So that video
Cops are used to chasing criminals, facing down danger, and
all right, you guys. So that last video, sorry, we just, it just ran, it kind of skipped to the next video. But that was not, again, that was not police caught on tape. That was all fake. All fake. Nothing about that is real. Nothing. Anyway, the last video was very much disappointing. Scary Flashbacks has great content. This video had a lot of bloopers, to say the least. But with that being said, you guys, please, if you are liking this kind of content, do what you do when you like a video. Hit that like, share, subscribe, follow, all that good stuff, and I'll catch you guys on the next. Peace.